Hello, testing.
Okay, cool. Cheers, Angles. Move over. Oh, okay. Yeah, here we go. Well done, Sebastian. It's better. Is that both or just the one?
What's that?
One of those.
You got the phone for the draw and all that? Who's up?
Yeah. All right, welcome. We're about to get underway. The Boyz versus Pooligans. The Boyz sitting top of the ladder. Pooligans one from the bottom.
Yeah.
I think the Boyz, would still be worried about the Pooligans. They can string together some good frames, and they'd definitely be feeling confident. It looks like they've got a sub today. They're playing shorter player. So they've got Alex Kingsbury's partner filling in, I believe.
Yep.
Looks like we're about to get started.
You'd have to say Boyz are favourites, but like you said, Pooligans can be dangerous. And you definitely can't write them off.
Absolutely, between Tommy, Lee, Darren, they're all capable of stringing 4 or 5 frames together on a night.
Yeah.
You only need a couple of them to do that, and they're in the mix.
Lee's breaking off here. He's been really impressive this season, Lee. He's not been missing much when we've played him, has he, Chris?
No,
he's pretty solid.
Yeah, he's been incredible. He's been potting them off the lampshades.
Yeah. It's not just that, I think it's the way he's going about it too. He's just leaving himself, taking his medicine, leaving himself a shot, using natural angles. It's good to see. So, not a nice start here for Darren Morris.
Dry breaks on both tables.
Yeah. Not a bad shot from Darren. And Angles looks like he's looking good in this frame. No real obstacles. The black's the only thing that's maybe a little bit tricky there over on the side rail, the left-hand side rail. Ooh. Yeah. Good shot, Darren Morris there on the right-hand table.
Luke's run into a bit of position problems here.
Yeah.
No easy red. So he's maybe trying to cut it back to the right corner.
Big double. Oh, be close to his work. He might be all right. He's got a little bit of angle to work here in a little screw masse shot. Yeah. Well done. Well done, Luke. Just a little bit more oomph on that shot and he would have probably been behind it for one of the two corners.
Possibly another double here.
That's another little masse.
Unless it cuts to the middle.
Yeah, double. What a shot. What a shot. Yeah. Big finish there in the end. Should have been a bit simpler, but he still got there in the end. Well, it's Darren. Darren's on the reds here, isn't he, on the table on the right?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so I think Darren's looking just to screw back maybe about a foot from where he is at the moment and then leave himself on the red closest to the right hand corner pocket. Oh no, he had more angle. Good. Good shot. Good shot, Darren.
Nice little bit of touch needed here. Cannon the yellow to hold for the red. No, he's knocked it out.
Not great, but he doesn't have to do too much here if he does get it in. And actually, I think he's got a lot more angle. Might be running into the black a bit here. No, big. Oof. Could have been a little bit better from Lee there, but it's not the worst shot, Chinese snooker. Oof. Lee McSherry loves to attack, doesn't he?
He does.
He does, doesn't he? Daz is fouled there.
This is where Lethe has been very good this season. He just can swing a game back in his favour very quickly, and that's why he's sitting fairly high up in the percentages.
Still not easy. He's got 4 tricky balls really. This one goes straight in. I thought they were tied up together. Oh, he's sneakering. Yeah, clever. Too clever. Ooh, geez, Lee. That one's got away from Lee McSherry a bit. Lee's going to have a bit of a hard shot after this one, after he runs this one down the rail. Doesn't look like the yellow that he's going to land on next runs to the corner just past the black. He's had to go through, yeah. Good shot. Ooh. Good shot from Darren Morris there. Can't tell if that black goes past because that's the table furthest away from us at the moment, but must do. He's down on it pretty quick. Oh no. Yeah, smart. Smart again from Darren. Okay, Stone's looking the goods here.
So that's 2-0 to the Boyz.
Pooligans have got to start getting a few frames on the board, otherwise it's going to run away from them a bit here. And the Boyz aren't a team that you're really going to chase. So.
No, not at all. We got looks like Simo up with the break now against Kyle.
AKA Feathers.
Pooligans pinch one back.
Stiff there to go in off in the middle like that, but
Looking around the room, Snipers 3-1 up against the Kingpins. think there's a battle of second and third on the ladder. And Poor Sharks 3-0 against the Assassins early.
I think the Snipers will be very keen for a win after last week.
Yeah, I think they were top of the ladder until last week, and a little bit of a knockdown one rung, and they'll be fighting hard to get back in the winning books.
They did have a bye the week before, which I think does make it a little bit hard to come back off a break.
Yellow in off the break. Reds look pretty good there. Well, they're all there for the taking, but
Judgy at the table. Back in Simo here to go out. These are pretty nice for him. Just got to keep control of his walk. Pick a good last ball before the blank.
yeah. Just keep this yellow on the rail here and open the black to the corner as well.
So it come on like an arrow as soon as I did it. So. Yeah, every time we get extension, it like comes up with an error. So left run.
He could have done with just running about an inch or two shorter on that shot. Might be able to play it off the yellow way. Just to hold a bit better. Yeah, good shot. Good shot, Simone. Ooh. Just seemed to go a little bit quick on that. Maybe another second on that shot and you might have been a bit better off there.
Looks like Emily's playing judgy on the other table.
Yep.
I think the Pooligans originally tried to recruit Alex Kingsbury to play tonight, and he said he'd play anyone but the boys, so they didn't manage to recruit him for the evening. Full pocket to the corner, or is he having to squeeze it?
This is Kyle, is it? You're talking
Kyle,
about?
yeah.
Yeah. I think he's got it as full pocket, I think. Ball does Kyle. Simo might be able to throw it with a bit of right hand side to go into the corner there, but it is very close. So with this shot here, you've just got to pretty much aim it about 3 o'clock on the cue ball and aim to miss the yellow, and then the cue ball should throw back around off that line and just catch the black a little bit wider. Yeah. Ooh.
Like you keep that close to playing ball.
You might be right, Chris. It's a bit hard on these screens. It's easy. I find it easier watching at home than watching it right now. Oh, that's not good for Kyle. He's still got a shot. Still got a shot on this black by the looks of it. What are you thinking here, Chris? A shot to nothing, or are you going to go all out?
It's easy to, well, it's not easy, but it's easier to make a call when you say here, than getting down on the shot.
Judge was trying to go in off there.
Six over the middle, that's not terrible.
Yeah, wrong side of the middle though.
That's the longest one in there.
Less space.
I woke up that room. Sure enough, now like 10:30 next
Yeah, it's about as good as you could have played at Simo. Good shot. Big game coming on now. Lee McSherry versus Luke Angles. Luke Angles with the break. That's not the usual Angles break that we all know and fear.
4-1, round one to the boys. And then we got Kyle back up against Leith there. Saxon, who would have played plenty of times over the years. familiar face watching as well, Dom Costelletto.
Oh, good to see Dom again.
Superleague many seasons past.
State team manager for a number of years too.
Yes.
Yeah, good man.
He was in my first Superleague team I played with out of Beaches Tavern.
Beaches Tavern, yeah.
Rod Gurney, Sonny,
Yeah.
Justin Sage.
Yeah, it's a good shot from Lee McSherry there. He's opened everything up nice now. He's got plenty of room to work. Just got to leave himself an angle now. He's going to play this one to the right middle, I think, and then the left middle. He's going to leave an angle on that one off the left middle to get back down to the bottom rail here. Definitely doesn't want to be straight on that third last, the third ball, the third yellow. Needs to leave a bit of angle to come out for that black.
He's taking it
Oh
now.
no, yeah, good move, good move.
Angles dished out a master visit in the first round and
Yeah.
might be a return to serve here.
Yeah. Yep. Do a repeat of the Perth Open recently. Where they played in the final. Kyle Van Zon versus Lee Thayer now on the left-hand table.
Simo and Tommy, Simo's break.
It's going to be Tommy Warren and Simo.
Okay.
It's going to rack it yourself.
There's not many going down off the breaks.
No, and I think, I don't know about you, but I find 7 and 8 a little bit like that sometimes. You either break well on them or you don't. So. He's just made it hard for himself there. Poor Lee. Don't think he's got much now. He's going to have to play a really good shot here. And I don't think he can. Off the red, eh? Loss of turn.
Helps Kyle a little bit with that half dead red. That's now been potted.
Yeah.
Tommy trying to map out the finish on reds here.
I think he's looking good here. They've all got a home. He's just got to string them all together.
It's just falling on that one in between the two yellows there.
shot for Tommy here now. I don't think he landed exactly where he wanted, so now it's a little bit trickier than what he intended.
Apologies, it looks like the score isn't working here, but it's currently 4-2 to the Boys. We'll try and keep you updated as we go along. Other tables, Sharks are now 6-1 up on the Assassins, and Snipers are 6-2 against the Kingpins. So a couple of early leads. Probably who would be the favourites in each of those games.
Yeah, that's the only reason he missed that, I think, is because of the position side of it. Cole's got to take this chance now. Yeah, good shot, Cole.
Nice, good. Mike.
Both players here on both tables look to be taking a bit of the scenic route, having to work the angles a bit and come round. That was a very good shot from Kyle to hold for that, give himself a sniff at least. Still no easy finish from here though. Simon's miss there all stems from his first shot. He didn't quite get ideal position on the ball that he played to the left middle. That's a huge shot from Kyle.
That's a great out.
Yeah, you missed the shot before too, Chris. It was a pretty good shot to hold and stay where he did on the table.
Well, that's a good couple of frames for the Pooligans. They get them back to full ball.
Yeah. They needed them.
Yeah.
They needed them.
I think they're a team that plays with a bit of confidence. They've got a couple of frames. They might be able to string a couple more together.
I think if they could stay with the boys this round and they get a little bit loud and rowdy, you might see a bit of momentum continue to go the Pooligans' way.
Yeah, absolutely. Missing Scott Davidson tonight, but you know he's another player in their team that plays on. He enjoys a bit of momentum. If he can get a couple of wins early, definitely fires him
And
up.
a bit of cheer too.
Yeah.
boat pool and we got water. Oh. It's been so bad.
Yeah, you get a better.
Kingpins have got a pretty handy fill-in tonight as well. Ramona playing.
Good to see Ramona back playing.
Get out the way.
Scott Davidson's listening in, just got a bit of a text.
Did you?
Yeah, lucky we didn't say what we were going to say. But
Hope you're keeping well, Scotty.
good to see you watching, Scott. Hopefully your boys get up tonight for you while you're not here.
Yes, I make her regret roofing my kid. Make her regret coming first, mate.
Hey, you said you'd leave the black rabbit
Sort of blink and miss that frame with Stone there. I'm not sure if that was a master break. He had the break, so it looks like it might have been.
Your break, Tommy.
Tommy Warren's up against Lee Thayer with the break. And it's 5-4 to the boys again. Sorry, the scores aren't showing. If anyone wants to keep up to date, check it out on Poolstat, which is ls.poolstat.net.au, and that's got the live scoring for all of the 3 games tonight.
I didn't want to leave that chance.
Oh, shit. Might need a cricket helmet that's sitting on the bench here. Tommy's thrown a wide off the table. Judgy's played solid so far tonight. Missed a couple of frames while you're gone. Rapid fire master break from Stone, and then Tommy just sent a cue ball into orbit off the break.
Oh, no. Sorry, was it Tommy versus Stone?
No, Tommy's still playing now. He's up against Lee Thayer on the far table. Stone played Emily.
Oh, okay. Not a very welcoming match so far for poor Emily.
No.
Yeah.
I think it's the master break, master visit, potentially.
No, I think she had. Did she have a shot against
Oh,
the
she did.
before?
Yep, she did have a shot.
Yeah. These are all just tap-ins now for Lee Thayer. Oh, that's a bad miss from me. Yes, he does does look a little bit off song tonight. It's not the usual lead that we've seen. So.
He was walking quickly when he hit that one.
Yeah.
You don't have any. That's for offending our pieces. Why you're offending us.
Oh, it's a great shot from Judgy.
It's a great shot.
Yeah, very good shot. Very well judged.
I hate those shots.
Some days you see them better than others.
Yeah.
Never an easy shot. It's a great shot from Tommy. He's taking the one over this bottom right pocket. I'm sure he'll take on the big shot.
He's looking at it.
Yes, I think he's taking on the big shot. A little bit of movement there from Tommy.
That red finishing where it hasn't made it easy for Lee. He's got to watch his shirt foul here as well. Looks like he's getting the
Bridge out.
getting the bridge. Another shot I don't like, especially with the small white playing with this.
Yeah, never an easy shot.
It's sat okay.
Yeah.
Could have been in a worse spot.
Crucial for Tommy to get this one now.
So tied up against the rail.
I think Lee's just got to be a little bit careful with his one. He's going to the left centre. Might be able to make contact with the red near the right middle to avoid the in-off, but just got to make sure he doesn't undercut it. Doesn't overcut it.
Darren Morris was a bit eager there. He already had a master shot up for Leith there in this frame.
Yeah,
That's a good shot.
Good
That's
shot.
a great shot.
That's fine.
We had a conversation.
Do you know how big Judge's breaking cue tip is? Is it bigger than his playing cue?
It is. It's about 16 and a half mil, I think. No, it's it's a broomstick. I notice there's a few less of these lightweight break cues going around now. I don't see as many as I did sort of
With the nylon tips.
18, 24 months ago.
They're a bit different. They are. I've had one or two, and I don't know. I'm not quite sold on them. A bit different.
Yeah,
You have to change your technique a little bit, I find, anyways. But other people might find it different. But
I've never hit with one. I've picked them up, and they feel quite light to
light
to hold.
Yeah, it's a little bit different. It feels a little bit different.
It's a pretty long important frame in the Snipers versus Kingpins. Yeah, Luke Foster's been playing Marchie for about 15 minutes now. Looks like he's about to pop the black. It was a good tactical battle.
Yeah.
I think if Marchie got up on that one, he definitely would have heard it.
We would have heard it. We would have heard it.
Sharks up 8-2 now.
Lee McSherry's looking pretty good here at the moment. Hasn't got too many hard balls.
Nil all. It's not pulling through.
I don't think it's synced with the string. Good double there from Judgy. So 1, 2, 3 now, hopefully. First for Judgy.
It's been a solid standard so far. So we've had 3 master shots and a master break in 11 frames.
Who's shooting? Stone 2 out of 2 and Judgy 2 out of 2 with a standout so far.
That's a good shot.
Yeah, very good shot. Looks like he's pretty high on this. I wonder if he'll be able to hold for the black back in the corner. With the right hand corner or...
Shot it. Stop going, Simo.
There's no straightforward safety up for Simo. Obviously he's got the one to the middle that he can use to sort of make something happen.
Good touch there from Kyle.
What do you see Simo doing here?
Good question. It's very hard to pick what Simo does sometimes. But,
Behind the yellow. I thought that was the shot.
I don't think he's quite got the sneaker there though, mate. I think that might still be on. He might have an edge. Might be able to swerve it.
Swerve it.
Just like a baby swerve. Now in a second, if he's jacking up, he'll have to swerve it a touch.
Missed it. The judge has paid an absolute belter to pop that
I
yellow.
think he made contact, it just didn't drop.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I believe so. Otherwise, Simo would have been pretty quick to go ball in hand there. Thank you very much.
It's a bit of an art form trying to jump between 2 different tables.
Yeah.
I think I watched the start of one shot there and the end of another one.
It's going to run on, leave a gap, I think. Yeah, there's a big gap there. He can get in quite comfortably. Well, this is one now that Kyle's really got to knuckle down and try and punish Judgy for a pretty bad miss there. Mustn't go under that yellow there for Lee McSherry.
Deceptive camera angles, I think.
Well, I'm actually looking directly at the table, not the stream. That's probably the worst result he could have hoped for.
I think that yellow on the stream, as it came to a stop, it sort of curled back in a little bit at the end, so that curl might have been all the difference.
Yeah, looking at it from down here, it looked like there was definitely a full ball and maybe a bit more to get down there, but obviously not. And that table is about 10 metres away from us though, so... That's not a bad shot there from Kyle. Right left an edge. No, it's full snooker, I think.
Looks covered down the line that we're looking at the actual table. Cross table's tough too with that red there.
Yeah, definitely.
Gearing up for a buzzer.
It's a 14 mil tip. Shot even with a normal size tip. Tell you what, he did get a bit of work on that. The most important thing there is he didn't foul, he did make contact with the black.
Two dead reds, not easy.
Not sure what Lee's going to play here. I don't think the loss of turn will do you many favours.
Corner pocket, corner pocket.
Hit and hope. Enough.
So he's looking at this red on the rail potentially, or maybe cutting in the one.
Let's see, maybe try and break this ball out. No. That's a very good touch from Kyle. Very good touch. They're never easy, them under a bit of pressure and trying to just judge the kick off it, off the ball and into the rail and back away from the rail. He's played that really well.
Just caught it.
Just really what Judgy wanted.
Make up.
These are all there for Kyle if he wants them.
I don't know where his first ball is though.
Does that red not pass the other red to the left middle?
Again, from the TV angle, I didn't think so, but maybe it does.
Extension?
Must do.
It does. Yep. Oh, shut up then.
One over the middle, and he's got to try and play the one on the left rail down to the corner. Maybe a little bit of a screw back, maybe 6 inches by the looks of it. And then he might have to double on the red to the right rail there. Having that red over the pocket in front of the black is a little bit of insurance. It means he's likely to get another shot on the table if he does miss.
Super played a great shot. He fell that yellow off the rail. The one he's lining up on now.
He's Simo's looking like he's up for it, isn't he? He's looking like he wants it tonight. Double down. To the corner, perhaps, no, in the middle.
Let's go dead again.
No.
When I said something about wearing your boy shirt, like get your boy shirt.
Judge, you just put this around here. That's a turn.
I think, well, I think you could. I think,
White, black might go down the rail,
I think if he does play that shot, the red on the left rail does double. He's, by playing that nice and thin there and leaving it high up the rail, it's sort of cut out that double on the red to the left rail. He just would have liked the black to have sat a bit more centrally over the pocket rather than on the top rail, Judgy.
Sorry about the camera shaking on table one. That was Darren Morris's ass. Face cut here to leave the white up behind the other red.
Still terrible. It's not an easy shot for Judgy.
You're in the same category as
Fair break.
Smart, Judgy. Not taking any risks there.
My favourite part though is that I'm and then set up the that was funny. I played in that tournament on with lost for 2 years running. I beat him again and he's like, yellows 3 years in a row now. A couple weeks later, I'm playing W.A.E.B.F.
It's good view there of Stone's cue action. Jeez, he gets some power through that ball. I think you'd have to say Judgy's not going to miss this one. He's just got to watch his white ball and it'll be another one to the boys.
5 on the trot for the boys, so that's another score update. So we don't have the scores displaying. That's 9-4 to the boys. That sounds like a marchy frame win in the background.
Do you think Stone can soft screw off this and come across and land behind those two yellows? So he's got one going into the left corner. So he's soft screwing this. I don't know. He's looking at doubles. It's a good shot. It's a good shot. Means he's got balls anywhere on the table now. They've got balls on the table that he can pop from anywhere. Good shot down. Good shot down, Morris. There's the Luke Angles break we all know.
Dropped a yellow.
Yeah, he dropped more, one yellow, mate.
Oh, did he? No.
Yeah, dropped a red as well. I think 2 yellows and a red. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, you did say that. I saw it the other day. It's still got it.
Just that one yellow for angles there, up against the red. He's looking at it now. I'm sure we'll try and open that up early.
Score's currently 9-4 to the boys. Hope you're happy now, Scott Healy.
Did you get a text for an update?
Yeah, I was literally just doing it as he texted me.
Hope he's having a practice at home the next week.
I think he's been and done that. He's off to bed, he says. So,
Our commentary's that poor, is it? This is the first crack Emily's had reading the frame.
well, she looks like she's having fun though. It's just gone dead for her. Just hear it. Good shot. Good shot. Judgy's just come back from his shower.
It's not turned out.
No.
Stone can screw this out of there.
Yeah. He's got to be fairly precise though by the looks of it. There's not much gap to get through if he does. I think the black might actually be just obscuring him from being able to screw through the gap.
Need the instant replay there.
He would have claimed it deliberately.
Just sent her chalk flying across the table. I'm not sure if the signal's dropping out for people watching at the moment, but it's flickering for us here, so I apologise if it's dropping out. Angle's just missed a little bit of a sitter. I think half the room's behind Emily here to take a big scalp.
Good shot, Ian.
Great shot.
Sebastian is doing something, mate.
Okay.
I think he's getting the scores sorted out,
Is he? Okay.
hopefully. Good man, Sebastian.
I think
Thank
Darren's got one play here, I think.
you. Yeah.
Attack.
Tell you what, that's not bad.
It's
is
not
it,
a bad
really?
outcome. Oh, here we go.
Wasn't an easy shot, that one there for Luke. They're always a bit tricky.
Holding for the black's not easy here, but that red's going to give him a big pocket.
Yeah.
Oh, you'll hear a pretty big cheer, I think, if this black goes in. We've got the scores up now. Thanks, Sebash. Oh, that's 2 shots in a row now. Bit of colourful commentary. Screen flicked off for us there, so I actually missed Stone's last 2 shots. He got out. I think this black is for 11-8. I think there's a couple of frames to go up.
Pooligans really need to try and win this round. Not just win it, but win it. You know, 4 or 5 frames minimum.
Looks like Emily was using Kyle's cue there, so pretty impressive. I know I'm hopeless with another cue. I'm hopeless with my own cue half the time. Sharks are having a belter tonight. They're 11-3 up against the Assassins. Ron Kelly 3 out of 3. Alvey 2 out of 3. Clint 2 out of 3. Gino 3 out of 3. And Dan Rucci 1 out of 2. It's a solid night for them, which sitting one above us on the ladder, it's probably not something we like seeing, but well played to them. And then the Snipers are 9-4 up against the Kingpins. Sonny 2 out of 2, solid as a rock, and Luke Foster on the other side 3 out of 3, holding up the Kingpins end of things. Stone with another chance at the table there. Kyle in off the break, and they're all over the place.
Didn't get a ball. checking a master there, wasn't he? No, she had a shot. Emily, just, you know. You had one on you, huh? I'll give it to you, mate. There you go.
Stone's got these 3 reds here. Sort of that one as we're looking at to the left. It's sort of blocked to the middle and I think to the corner. You want to try and work out a way to get on that. And then obviously the black's on. He played a great shot to open the black to that corner pocket. I think it's just falling on this last red.
That's
It's kept running. Oh.
Yeah, I didn't think he was going for it quite like that. Oh, and Stone's rubbing it in now.
He's chirping.
These Mandurah boys, I don't know.
So that's the boys on the hill.
Yeah. Like I said, always a tough ask trying to chase down the boys. If you can stay neck and neck with them, that's always puts a little bit more pressure on them. At the moment, they're sort of just running away with it now.
So Lethea, Battle of the Lees, table 1. Nice break from Lee, couple, one of each colour I think off the break. Oh, 2 reds and a yellow.
Well, I'm thinking yellow's here, Chris. What about you?
I think so. He doesn't have a starting ball with reds to start off. Double.
Yeah, that's a good shot, I think. First off, get it. Yeah, you're home and hosed. Yeah.
Shot.
Yeah. Just got to be careful.
Yeah. If he hits these 2 reds dead on, they're gonna. I'd say they'll part like the Red Sea, but he just missed it off centre.
It's always the trick, isn't it? How hard do I cannon into them balls, you know?
I think he's still got it to this corner.
Okay.
Oh, maybe not. The angles are so deceptive.
You might be right, I think he does. Yeah, and they just bounce out. Yeah, that's a good shot.
Bit of white travelling here. Not on this shot, but from the second last yellow to the last yellow and then back to the black, he's got to move the white around a little bit.
Tricky shot. Chinese snookered on the rail.
But he only like he had a big
Not easy for the other Lee here.
like he when he
The double me. It's a shot to nothing, possibly.
Yeah,
If he gets it, lost a turn. Yeah. Yeah.
tough.
I think he sort of had to. He had to try something there because
Do you screw here or top it through? It's right off the rail.
just even playing ball, touch a right hand side.
That was play ball, I think.
Yeah, yeah. That's why I said maybe a touch of right hand side just to make it run a little bit further down the table.
It's got that bridging over the ball again now.
Yeah.
He's had a practice shot before, so should drill this.
This one's a lot easier than the other one. Yeah.
Ooh,
Okay. Come on, Lee McSharry. What can you do here, mate?
I was 1 in 100.
Judges on fire tonight. He's not giving any away.
he's playing well. So he play this red inside the yellow here for his first ball? No.
Fucking back out of the frame. You said it was shot. I was literally 1 in 3 300 degrees.
I missed it, but it's fine.
I was just trying to
Don't
fist
know, but
pump
I'm thinking he might actually be leaving that one to last for the Blacks.
For me, the players were
At least that way, if he goes down, finishes 2 straight, he can play it off the yellow.
Yeah.
He's got a way of making an angle either way.
It's getting higher. Started at 1 in 30.
The left exam where she was right.
I think that's a better way about it.
You're not getting a good review of the speech tonight, mate. That was a nasty shot, no, you missed one. It's done 5 nasty shots.
Oh, slow down, White. Slow down, White.
A little bit too much. Yeah, I think it's a good shot. He just got into it a bit too much, didn't he?
He did,
threw it
yeah.
too well.
I think that's the danger when you're playing it off a ball. It's easy to overplay it or underplay it. It's-
Especially when you know you've got to run a table length off that shot. You know?
Always.
Be pretty dirty. He managed to pick the corner pocket though. He had a pretty big
Area to
pretty
land
big
in.
space to work with, and yeah, just picked out that corner pocket. So the boys have got the win now. That's 14-4. So they'll obviously be working on, the percentage boost.
Yeah.
They're on the top of the ladder, but it's tight at the top. I'm sure they'd love that top spot at the end of the season. And
Hey, it's tight at the bottom too for Pooligans, Jets and the Assassins. So
it is.
Yeah.
Pool Sharks sitting in 4th would, they'd be happy with their
yeah,
night so far tonight, but it's still going to come down to the pointy end of the season.
yeah,
I think Superleague's known for having those those tight battles towards the end of the season. There's
yeah.
there is some differences in teams, but at the end of the day, any team can beat any other team on any given night.
That's it. Underestimate the other teams at your peril.
Exactly. Pool's one of those funny games as well. The run the balls can have a big impact, and
Momentum shifts.
absolutely. Ask the snipers about that. They they got a bit of a raw end last week.
Yeah, well cued.
So, no, what
Good
I'm
finish there, Darren Morris.
I was playing for the town on yellow, not playing.
Okay, so we've got Emily and Simon Gray up next.
Just watching Marchie over the top of the monitor here. He's back-to-back matches against the Fosters. Looks like this one might be a little bit of a tactical shot as well. And just on the other table, good break from Emily. Looks like she's potted. Looks like that's a red and 2 yellows off the break.
Just before you shake his hand, eh?
Get a fist pop now.
Yeah, you got manners, don't you, mate? Hey, don't stop rockets to Rosie Johnson. You're not the only one.
Wellingborn break.
Yep, that was the plan.
Leaving Sherry with the break here.
Simo coming to the table on table 1. Reds. Lee McSharry's had a tough night tonight. 1 out of 4.
Yeah, just looking
Probably-
at that myself.
Probably
Yeah.
watching him, he hasn't played like 1 out of 4. He's had some good looks, and just a couple of frames didn't go his way. That white in the last frame.
Yeah, I think that's probably the difference. The Pooligans have had chances, and they probably just haven't converted on a handful of them. But I suppose for the boys, I mean, the glaring fact there is Stone and Judgy 4 out of 4 each at the moment. That's been the big difference. Otherwise, both teams, most players are only getting 1 or 2 frames each at the moment. So,
Judgy really hasn't put a foot wrong tonight. He's been playing really well.
No. I mean, he normally does. Judgy's always very consistent, Very rare to see Judgy have a bad night. Not at least do 2 or 3 for the team,
Seems to be playing with a bit of confidence tonight as well. He's seems to be playing a bit quicker. Normally he gives the timekeepers a bit of a workout.
Yeah,
Tonight he
that's
seems to be
probably
moving through the shots really well, and showing it is 4 out of 4 for the night. Good shot by Lee. Just finished on the right side of it.
This one now, doesn't he? Looks like a decent angle there
Yeah,
for
just
Lee McSharry.
drop the black in the middle.
Yeah. Maybe a little lower than he would have liked, but I think still back to
Still drop it to the middle, or you do pot it to the end?
6 to 1, half a dozen the other, because I think either way the angle to the pocket's tight for both of them, so he's going long.
Great shot.
Good shot.
I
I think going to the corner there just to view the ball a bit more rather than trying to take a bit of weight out of the shot if he was to play to the middle.
Yeah, I definitely would have backed myself to the corner more.
Oh, I think Simo just got distracted by Luke Angles.
did.
Come on, Emily. Let's go, mate. I think that's playing with someone else's cue, isn't it? You know?
Yeah. She isn't snooping on everything, is she? She must have an edge on this one, just past the black.
If she does, she's only got an edge.
Looks like a fine edge.
Can she face cut double it?
Can she pot it clean? No. Bit of distance.
No pressure, Simo.
Oh,
Cued it like there was no pressure, that's for sure. I was trying to put the muzzle in a bit for Simo, for Emily there, sorry. Yeah. All right. Another one to the boys, unfortunately. Pooligans.
Simo can stay where he is. He's up again on the same table. Stone with another opportunity. I think Lee managed to take Judge's chance at a 5 out of 5, so
Yep.
it's in Stone's hands on table 2.
Yeah, I think just the shot before that one he's just played there, he just wanted to land a little bit straighter on that ball to the middle, and then everything would have lined up a bit easier. So what do you think he's going for now, Chris? Do you think he's going to go for the left corner pocket or the right corner pocket? He goes the
It's
right.
hard. He's got that red there. If he could left corner pocket with sort of bottom right, but it's not gonna. That red sort of. Oh, yeah, just flick that red.
Yeah. Wonder if he can get this other yellow off the rail. Looks like he can. He's looking at it. The only problem with that is obviously you're not quite guaranteed what you're going to end up on after the shot. Oh no, he's looking at the double now, isn't he? Looks like he's a little wide of the double, and he's thinking about how to get that wide out the way by the looks of it. So it doesn't double kiss.
Oh, that's a great shot.
Big shot.
That's a huge shot.
Well worked out.
It's such a hard shot where you're trying to pull that wide out the way and straighten up the double.
So I think it's a bit of timing, those sort of shots, isn't it? You know, you can't hit them too hard that the white doesn't move out of the way. You've got to judge it well enough that the white grips and gets out the way. That's
shot.
a lovely shot there. Well deserved, Stone.
Oh my god.
Oh. Commentator's curse, Chris. Commentator's curse.
You said it, not me. Although I'd looked away, I'd changed tables.
Yeah. I was still watching. You know.
Simo's done well there. Played himself into a bit of trouble with the last shot, and then he's done pretty well to rectify it with that one. It's just got that one yellow now, and obviously the black's a little bit tough to get on.
That's a good shot, Tommy. That's a good shot. Just thinking that with Tommy, this is the kind of shot you've got to be careful. You're playing them firm into the corner there. If it bobbles out of the corner pocket and comes across, it can always knock the black further over towards the corner pocket and leave you with a dead red. So, you had a bit of work to do there, though, not easy. There's a good shot from Simo.
Just killed it on that red a little bit, and it looks like he's sort of screwing away from that black there. Oh, he can maybe top it through.
I think maybe might be a cut to the top corner. It's hard to see the angle he's got, but screwing back, is he? Right?
Topping through and just cutting along the rail. Just having a bit of a look. Pool Sharks got up tonight, 14-4 so far against the Assassins. Ron Kelly, Gino, 4 out of 4 each. Jeremy Bow picked up a couple for the Assassins so far.
Yeah, not a good night for the poor old Assassins.
Looking at the ladder though, they're on the same points, so any frames, you know, the Assassins or the Pooligans can pick up. Oh,
that's a huge shot from Stone. Well, he did it the hard way, but he got there. 5 out of 5 for Stone tonight. Well done, Stone.
What Stone? Better than a lot of things. Better than a lot of things. Didn't look like this. Oh, put him over there.
it's 2 frames to go in this game. 17-6 at the moment.
Luke Ingles and Cole Ben's on.
Oh, Emily.
Ingles playing the ball.
Yeah, it's just
Wait.
So Kingpins have picked 4 frames in a row up off the snipers. They've gone from 10-3 to 10-7, making a bit of a match of it.
Emily. 15. Oh yeah. Alright. Dodgy, how did angles go on Kalgoorlie?
Emily and Lee on the other table.
Oh, you've got to be a silver
When's that ever stopped you?
I've got sunflowers.
What's his win?
They said fucking 30-minute fucking monologue on it.
I didn't see Angles missed his first ball, so it was open table. I thought Kyle was in a bit of trouble on the Reds until he got down and potted a yellow.
Yeah,
Thought we were playing world rules for a second.
don't swear. Kyle's looking at quite a big shot here, isn't he? He's cushion first.
Is he cushioning into the red?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a thin one. Not that thin, but thin.
Maybe he's just setting up the 3-ball plan for later.
Leaf Ayers had a good break there. 2 reds off the break, and everything's spread quite nicely.
I think if that yellow goes in between those 2 reds to the middle, you'd be crazy not to take yellows.
Yeah, and that's the first thing he's looked at. Chris, well spotted. Yep. It's a pretty smart shot there from Kyle. That's worked out well for Angles there, pushing the black behind the red slightly. And I think he's got a snooker too.
It's probably higher on this yellow on the rail than he wanted.
Yeah.
Kyle's flicked that yellow and left everything as it was. He's got away with one there, Kyle has.
Solid pot there from Lee, but he didn't really get much reaction on the white there. Yeah, good shot from Angles.
Might be able to do an Alex Yoxall here and double this yellow inside the red to the middle.
I thought that was a Marchie shot.
Good look for Emily.
That's not Angles' best shot over there.
Lost the white.
Yeah.
Not sure where he was playing there because obviously it's a fair way from where he was going. I know the red didn't drop cleanly to the middle, so he overcut it a little, which is, position's hard to hold on to when that happens.
He's got this tie up again here, is he? Yeah,
good
no
shot.
harm done there. Just looking at Emily's cue there that she's using, and it basically comes up to about her nose when she was chalking it up. So
Ball in hand for Angles, I think.
it's not bad. She got the snooker? No. She's just left an edge on the yellow by the looks of it.
Yeah.
Possibly. Pressure shot here for Lee.
I don't think there's any double or anything on here
For Lee's shot.
for Lee's shot.
Yeah. The Reds are basically tap-ins now, so he's got to do something. Looks like he's sort of swerving it a bit.
Oh, look out, look out.
Well, that's just worked into Emily's hands a lot better.
I don't like it.
I don't think Angles is going to miss these.
Come on, mate.
Bridging over the top.
Yeah. Doesn't have to do too much. It doesn't have to belt it though, so that's probably his saving grace here. Just got to pop it.
Little baby screw.
Just a little punch.
I think that's the right. It was the right red first by Emily, but nothing to do with the white ball here. Just focus on the pot. Shot.
Yeah. Thanks guys, just something we probably forgot to do earlier, but just a shout out to our sponsors for the league. Red Earth Creations there, signage and graphics. If anyone's looking for any help there, maybe speak to Marchie. And Advanced Auto Tune, I believe that's Nathan's business, is it? So if anyone needs any service or repair work to their cars, please get in touch with Nathan McMahon. And Skip Bins Ellenbrook, I'm not too sure who owns that one there, but we thank them there for their sponsorship nonetheless. And if anyone needs a Skip Bins Ellenbrook.
That's it. So 19-6 to the boys, strung together 13-2 after being, or 15-2 after being 4-all. Just giving you a quick update around the room before we sign off. Pool Sharks are 15-5 up, and Kingpins and Snipers could be a big finish. It's 11-8 at the moment, and Kingpins at the table on both tables. So thanks for tuning in, everyone. Have a good night.